At the first session, there was a clear demand to see whether we can come up with some values and principles that this coalition might want to use to guide its work and its co-productive principles going forward. Obviously, there's a lot more that needs to be talked about. We want to work this through and think about what really matters for this coalition. So, raises of hands if you think you'd like to work on this after this meeting.
Working with people differently, you can achieve great stuff, whether it's like really small scale where it's been led by communities, or it's really kind of huge kind of transformation. Like one really exciting example is the Trans Health Service. The LGBT Foundation basically had this huge mandate from trans people that health services just weren't working for them, and they've over a really long time built relationships between trans people and GPs and commissioners and NHS England, and they've designed something that's, you know, nowhere else in the country is done. And there's something about the relationship building and the space and the permission that maybe devolution has given to do something like that that is really powerful. And the more we tell these stories, the more we kind of persuade people to give it a go.
What's the connection between co-production and budgets, money? And how do we experiences of PB, participatory budgeting, as a model of empowerment into a new model of local governance? So, you know, co-production, I think, sometimes is a little bit woolly, and participatory budgeting sometimes is a little bit hard, and maybe bringing those together could be fruitful in some way.
And it is a case of getting everybody in a room, really, from housing engagement managers to maintenance people to people that are on the phone and residents, and basically mixing them up and wiping the slate clean. And then at the end of the day, they all sit down together and write a brand new strategy. Now, we haven't framed it as co-production from the start, but it just happens that that's the best way to come up with the workable solution that works for everybody.
This whole process of coalition building is itself a co-produced process. Where we met once, we're meeting again today. The idea of the action learning sets comes out of the first event, and then we're going to come back together in National Co-Production Week in July, where we can share the calls for action that we've agreed.